You really want to start the story from the beginning? You asked for it. There are moments when life does not forgive. She looks you straight in the eyes and she slams you to the ground with a jab on the mug. Sometimes you have the strength to get up. Other times, you just want to forget. Like when you're forced to say goodbye to an old pal. Poor Mackenzie. He was always ready to offer me a drink. After what happened to him, I'll have another drink in his honor. There was a time when I only needed 6 good reasons to clean up the whole city. Tonight, instead, the only thing I'll be cleaning up is this glass. Or 2. Or 3. Or 4.
Come back when you have the money.
My hero! Do you want to cheer up with my candies?
Candy Bob, I barely disposed of the sticky junk you gave me earlier.
Oh, you thought of me!
Yeah, I always think how to get rid of you.
So, will you accept my unteenth fudgy offer?
Only if you don't chase after me armed with a candy cane this time.
Did you know the globby globby reflect my love for you? When they get sticky on you, they will never come off.
The same goes for you, Candy. I hate this city. I hate this neighborhood. The only place I can find solace is my office. There's a stranger in my office, and he seems to be dangerous. I have to show him who's in charge. Maybe I can use one of my inventory items on him. I really hope all this seems logical.
Oh, good evening. You're finally here. Your cactus was making me feel uncomfortable, Mr. Gallo.
Detective Gallo.
I'll tell you everything if you stop pointing that gun at me.
Do you think that's easy with all this sticky sugar on my hands?
My name's Phil Chloro. I was waiting for you.
You have no appointment, and the door was locked.
Actually, you have no secretary, and the door was open. All my beloved, majestic plants. They were absolutely perfect, and a second later, butchered. How beautiful they were! Your cactus in comparison...
My cactus is none of your business. I hope you don't think all this will be free.
No, of course not.
I work night and day. Nothing scares me. I'm ready to take any kind of risk in this dark and dangerous city. But every hero has his price, and this hero prefers cash in advance.
You are a true professional.
Rule number 1 of Gallo: be competent, critical, and careful. The famous 3 C's of Gallo.
Sure, here's a generous advance. The crime scene is at 8 Rhododendron Road. I'll wait for your arrival.
I'll come with the speed of the law, slow and unrelenting. A rich and kind person, but completely out of his mind. We've got to go. Duty calls, Thorn. But first I need to lock my office. Ah, if I remember correctly, the key is hidden behind your cardboard cutout. You've got to be even sharper than the prickly pear. I prefer to leave it closed for now. Literally indestructible. The best grand I've ever spent. The only grant. I'll take only one. I prefer leaving the others there for the time being. I bought them as furniture and to intimidate unwanted visitors. Before we had the cardboard cutout idea, I mean. I can't do that. It would make the crack on the wall even more visible. One day I'll have to investigate how that thing can still be hanging. It doesn't turn off. It's a continuous consumption model. Every time I want to turn off the light, I have to contact the electric company. Lose time filing paperwork? I'm a bird of action. I've always desired a mahogany desk, and I still desire it. My dear old and how many It'd be a good idea if it didn't jeopardize the balance of my desk. Bad purchase. I don't care for plants. Yeah, except for you, Thorn. Cactuses like you don't need anyone for anything. Not now. Rule number 561 of Gallo. There's no insurmountable problem if the chair in your office is comfortable. Rule number 303 of Gallo. Collect even what you don't know the use for, except for grandfather clocks. I can't decide if staring at it makes me nervous or relaxed. I should admit, I don't know how to use it, but I prefer to say I don't like using it. One of the few things which actually work in this office. The quintessence of functionality. Here's the advantage of never locking anything. Rule number 70 of Gallo. There's always a good reason to post a sticky note. The problem is knowing which one. An empty piece of... Rule number 7. It'd best collect dust in my pocket. Nobody will ever try to test my patience. Or my revolver. I'm once again master of my own office. Now I can leave. I'm not interested in feeling shocked. It's an outlet. Nothing is comparable to the stench of my office. Rule number 70 of Gallo. There's always a good reason to post a sticky note. The problem is knowing which one. It can stay there unnoticed for centuries. Rule number... I hate the smell of this neighborhood. I can click twice on the red arrow when I want to hurry, which is most of the time. Done. I've locked the door. I'm always a man of my word, to myself. Hello?
Hey, Gallo. I'm your informant.
I know who you are. I'd recognize your voice in 1,000.
Information of the day. The armored truck will pass by tonight, disguised as a florist's van.
I pay you to tell me useful things, not to waste my time.
You don't pay me at all, but I'm doing this for professional ethics.
Crime doesn't wait. I'll call you back as soon as possible. Pain in the ass. I must get to the crime scene in 8 Rhododendron Road, or my name isn't Gallo anymore.
Yes?
I'm Detective Gallo.
You came earlier than expected.
I hate people who are bigger sticklers than me. There must be at least one important clue. I have to find it.
My treasures killed without mercy. You must find the killer and make him pay. With your experience and professionalism, you'll surely succeed.
Don't you worry, Mr. Chloro. Thorn, don't you detect a strange, pungent odor as well?
Are you talking to your cactus?
The culprit must be very smart.
Now you congratulate a crazy killer?
I value work well done. In such cases, I can count on my Gallo sense. I just need to press the space bar, whatever it means. I must remember that I can click on the icon of the notebook to consult the actual goal at any time, and to read your suggestions, Thorn. I wonder why I always do this out loud.
I've lost my most precious treasures, except for my diamonds and my jewels.
A very wealthy man with lots of free time. This explains his collection of vegetables. It portrays a small plant.
A minerata minus, to be exact.
No, too small. It portrays a big tree.
Don't you diminish the mastodonticus not by chansum.
No, too big. It portrays a vine.
My rampantus upstarterus.
It'd look great in my office.
Except that I would never give it to you.
It portrays a flower.
Are you talking about the Petalius loves me notus?
No, too square. It portrays a tall tree.
You bet. It's an Everestum vertiginosum.
No, it's too tall.
My violet ultrapurpurus.
It seems to be made of ceramic.
It is made of ceramic.
I can't see any reason. I never liked plants that are smaller than me. Yeah, except for you, Thorn. Cactuses like you don't need anyone for anything.
Terrible slaughter.
That vase could be useful. It's too late for this bonsai anyway.
Don't you offend the memory of my trapezium dwarfus.
Apparently soft. Somebody took a shot at being a killer in Phil Chloro's mansion. Damn. Apparently, I prefer to leave.
I thank you on behalf of my tenderum lymphaticum.
Why should I take unidentified evidence with me?
What a disgrace!
It speaks for itself. Somebody has already used it, once too often. Whatever. Why should I take unidentified? Somebody has already. Who knows? Why should I? Dunno. Why should I? Dunno. Why?
My sunflowerentus nocturninus won't see the dawn anymore. What a mess, Detective Gallo. I have no more tears, no more words.
So, when did you see the victims alive for the last time?
Just 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago, they were alive and vital.
Just when I came back from my stroll.
You were patrolling the area, I guess.
Correct. How can you remember what time it happened?
I had just watered them, as I do every day, every 3 hours.
What's your job?
Job?
It doesn't matter. Can you tell me about the daily habits of the victims?
My treasures arose very early in the morning, and as soon as they woke up, they called me with their unmistakable scent.
Now, where were we? Are you sure you didn't overlook something that could have caused this tragedy?
Me? Neglecting my plants? They're my lifeblood!
Couldn't you have forgotten to water them?
Are you kidding? I water them, or rather, I watered them every 3 hours, every day!
Tell me the truth. You killed them to embezzle the insurance money.
What are you talking about? My plants? Yes, they were insured, but I would have never done something like that!
We were saying. That's all for now. Thanks.
Thanks to you!
Peculiar. I don't want to take my raincoat off. To reach plants too high or too far.
That's
May I?
terrible. If you need it for the investigation.
Must be expensive.
My little treasures were way more expensive. Do you want to go through my pockets? I have nothing to hide, Detective Gallo.
Okay, I trust you. Okay. Not yet. First I have to find all the clues. Not yet. Sticky junk food made of sugar. A terracotta vase. I got rid of what remained of the bonsai. To reach plants too high or too far. Actions like this are more stupid than usual. Rule number 88 of Gallo. Is it just me?
It's a tragic tragedy!
Once I read the trying I already other rule number 88. Once I read that'd be too. If I start giving conducting my investigation, I found a shell casing. Is there something you forgot to tell me?
Sorry, Detective Gallo. I was so upset I completely forgot it.
Forgot what? That you killed your beloved plants with a gun?
I won't answer to any such insinuation.
Conducting my a broken window. It seems someone wanted to enter your mansion at all costs.
Oh, yes. I saw that too.
Do you suspect someone?
I don't think I have enemies. Or any friends, to tell the truth.
That doesn't surprise me.
What do you mean?
You live alone, in a big mansion in the suburbs far away from everyone. You have a lot of money, and pass your days watering the plants you're surrounded by.
And?
And you're not very smart. Have you seen any creeps or weirdos sneaking around here?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't meddle with the gross people of this city. No offense, obviously.
I'm used to it. Me and this city fistfight every day. We were saying. That's all.
Thanks to...
I don't understand.
And now, who am I going to talk to on those endless afternoons? My violet ultra purpulus has seen its last sunrise.
Not yet.
And now, who am I going to talk to on those endless afternoons?
Hi, Gallo. How's it going?
How's the business of selling information going?
With this crisis, everybody wants to save money.
Terrible
So I make
slaughter.
up some lies. Sure return and no waste of time. Obviously not in your case.
I've lost my most precious treasures, except for my diamonds.
Stop making
and
your
my
voice sound like
jewels.
I wish I could. That's my natural voice.
Maybe I forgot to tell you, but I have more important things to do than talking to you.
Good luck, Gallo.
Eddie and Son Courtesy Service. How can I help you?
Stop being so annoyingly kind. The generous advance of my client will cover all the normal costs and the not normal costs. Rule number 88 of... A beautiful piece of furniture.
Of course, it's a mausoleum massivum. You can't move it.
To take the shell casing from under the sofa, I will need something very long.
I've lost my most
Easy
precious
breezy.
treasures, except for my diamonds and my jewels.
Here's a useful clue. There's something written on it, and it's too small to read it.
My violet ultra purpulus has
Well,
seen its
I'm
last
done here.
sunrise. Already done? Have you found who the killer is?
You won't believe it, but... No, not yet.
See you soon, Detective Gallo. You're a true professional.
I must find out what's written on the shell casing, so I'll have a lead to follow.
Hi, Gallo. How's it going?
Same as usual. The city keeps claiming innocent victims. Vegetables this time.
Damn.
Listen, I have to enlarge the writing on a shell casing.
You could use my microscope.
Okay, will you loan it to me?
I lent it to you years ago and you still keep it in your safe. It's like I lost it forever.
Rule number 17 of Gallo. Don't throw... Damn, what was rule number 17?
Good luck, Gallo.
I hate plants if they're not succulents or you... Maybe I should say it's charming. Small side. I can't. Before there was a community cycle lane, this street was called Road Mode Road. No. That's the way back to the Knives District. No. Rule number 135 of Gallo. The more expensive the mansions, the more they're robbed. And another... Rule number 24 of Gallo. A silver scythe isn't always a bad omen. Who wouldn't want to touch the moon? Nice model. I prefer going... Rule number 136 of Gallo. The more camouflage the mansions try to be, the more they actually stand out. If I need a perfect hideout, I'll think about it. Since I've never seen this cab around before, the tank should be full, or empty, for the same reason. Sealed. This cab has been here since the Jurassic. It seems to be unavailable indefinitely. So many people are looking for a job these days, and whoever actually finds one ends up relaxing too much. In your line of work, you see many faces, questionable or not, I suppose. I'm interested in who's not. He's actually making me feel sleepy. Rule number 506, not without a good I don't do. No, I want to use it like that'd be too. Going down the street, you get to Rhododendron Road, the district of the rich people and the muggers. No. An antiquated system which keep its charm intact. I must have something to send, and someone to send something to. This paint smells of paint. Maybe I can use it to paint the bathroom when I have one. The work will finish, sooner or later. I don't want to move. This way, you can reach the Aqueduct District. The Knife and the Cleaver is the most popular disco club in the city. Another reason to keep away from it. No. Only then would I steal. Typical cuisine. Specialty. Red meat with dried blood. I prefer eating the food more than reading about it. Yours truly in photo. I can't stand to be among this crap. Since she has a customer, I surely won't draw her attention. The range of revolting junk food. Just thinking about it makes me sick.
I only have sweet thoughts for you, my lonely knight.
Precisely. Lonely. The containers for the worst atrocities of the neighborhood. I'll try that, only when I don't have anything else better to do. Old, but reliable. I might want to. No. The Knives District. 3 of a kind. Pokeristic. They're old and blunt. I don't take second-rate stuff. No. This way takes you to Bloodletting Square, the district of the leeches, otherwise called traitors. Here's where the most treasured things are lost in the silliest ways. With my bare hands? Once I read that trying random actions makes you dumber for the rest of your life. The message says, Gangster Dry Cleaning, where we clean up your soaked-in stains. Every day they come up with something new. I hate the catchphrase commercials. Candy Bob, hopelessly in love with me, cynically unreturned. A behemoth fond of sugary junk food. Listen.
So, did you decide?
I'd like something very sweet.
The candied chocolate meringue is the sweetest sweet I have.
I really advise against it. Listen to me.
I'm not sure I'd like it.
So try the Triumph of the 5 Sugars, a specialty of the house.
Wouldn't it be too sweet?
Yes.
No.
I'm not sure. I need to think about it a little more.
Listen.
So?
Since she has a customer, To take the microscope, I need to input the combination numbers, which I don't remember. I wrote them down in 3 notes I hid in the office. I'm really a secrecy genius. My warm welcome to those who walk through my door. Rule number 304 of Gallo. If you have to collect something, start with your ideas. There's a number written on it. Maybe it's what I'm looking for. The second number of the combination. Gotcha. The cardboard cutout. I watered Thorn's cutout a month ago, but the puddle hasn't dried yet. Take back what I expelled? No thanks. Especially since I haven't got a... I don't understand. It seems there's a number impression. I must make it visible. Here, now the number is visible. The third number to open the safe. A note. Maybe it's one I'm looking for. Here's the first number of the combination. And what a shame. Really gave the book a certain sophistication. And me. At least it seemed like I'd started to read it. The combination was 358, just like the number of my solved cases. Logical, natural, easy to remember. Now I can open the safe. Child's play. Rule number 100 of Gallo. If you don't remember something, remember a way to remember it. No, it gives my safe a purpose. Technological. There's something written on it. Veg 68. But what does it mean? The plot thickens. But I'm sure that by following this lead, I'll find the murderer. At least, so they say in the movies.
Hi, Gallo. How's it going?
What can you tell me about the Veg 68 shell casing? Is it from an anti-vegetable weapon?
I don't know, but you could find out by talking to the city's alternative arms smuggler. You'll recognize him because he will greet you back after you say the secret passphrase.
And that would be?
Usually it's written on the plasma membership card.
Membership card of what?
Privileged Licensed Arms Smugglers Association. To become an associate, you have to send your photo by mail. You'll receive your card with a secret passphrase by fax.
Damn bureaucracy. I'll find that smuggler, and I'll bring him to justice.
Assuming that he's really smuggling anti-vegetables weapons.
I'll bring him to justice in any case. Rule number 111 of Gallo. If you don't have a green thumb, at least be trigger happy.
Oh yes, I almost forgot. The secret passphrase is written in glowing ink, so it's visible only in the dark.
When you give me this kind of information, I'd pay you double.
Too kind.
To get out of my face. I have to show the smuggler card with the secret passphrase around to find out who fired the bullet. I should admit, but I prefer...
I won't be deprived of the only way to keep you with me. Unless you can find something even bigger. I won't, unless...
Yours true, I can't stand it.
Good evening, Detective Gallo. What lovely circumstances bring you here?
Nothing lovely at all, Candy Bob. How's business going?
My booth heats up only when you're around.
I understand. You're talking about the party the cockroaches are throwing around here. Don't you feel any danger in this infamous part of the city?
No, because I know you're nearby, ready to protect me.
And when I'm not around?
I have your photo. That fearsome look in your eyes drives every bad guy far away.
It's my normal expression.
Oh.
Have you ever thought about moving to another planet, neighborhood?
I'm fine here. I'm right near your office.
That's why Thorn and I are always around to solve misdeeds. Can you give me...
A chocolate muffin with chili pepper? It has the power to spice up the soul.
In my line of work, you have to swallow bitter things. Very bitter.
Then I can offer you some delicious heart-shaped donuts. Isn't that romantic?
Romanticism and I are worlds apart.
Or I could...
Listen, Candy. What I want from you is the photo of me which is on your booth.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gallo. If I gave that to you, the soul of this booth would go away with you. Unless you can find something even bigger.
Maybe I'm in the way here.
You always talk like this, but then you come back. I won't. Unless you can...
I prefer eating the food. After what happened, I want to stay away from it. I hate the... Here's where the most ready to hold any drink. The symbol of laziness. There's a reason I don't even use the chair in my office. From here, I go back to my office neighborhood, the only reasonable place in this crazy world. No, Rule number 122 of Gallo. Never trust kids that look all right. Wooden legs, adhesive patches, magnetic hooks. A perfect money-eating machine for wannabe pirates. To make it work, I should insert a coin, or use other methods. Hello, little one.
Being a tad taller doesn't entitle you to treat me like a fool.
You have a loose tongue, brat.
The world forces you to grow up fast. You don't even have time to change your pacifier, and you're out of a job. Everyone thinks a newborn can't be a part of adult society.
They're right.
They underestimate me, though. I have a lot of innate qualities. I can paint very well, for example.
Boy, what a rebel talent.
If only I had the opportunity, I'd subvert the established order.
Now you're going too far.
This world doesn't leave any space for the young. And for the very young like me, I foresee very tough times.
Have you got a purpose for your lonely existence, or are you just an insolent good-for-nothing?
Of course, I'm trying to rob this pirate gadget vending machine. As soon as I find a way to do that, I'll go storm the entire world.
Can you paint my face on the wall of my office?
No. First, I need a favor.
Which is?
Help me rob this vending machine, and then we'll talk about it.
We'll meet again.
I hope not.
It only takes coin. I need something even more. If the world goes round, they're just needed for show. No, They're all fake. This city has many problems. No. A rare example of postmodern sculpture that makes great use of the taxpayers' tears. I find really cynical to drink. No, Rule number 88 of Gallo. The Temple of Speculation. I don't have any use for the building. It's the contents I find interesting. Good evening. Are you...
The best-stocked wholesaler in the city. Precisely.
It's nice. It looks so... frail.
It cost me more than this whole store. If you so much as try to touch it, I'll eliminate your very name from the face of the earth.
It seems this shop is open, always. The wholesaler needs it more than me. It seems to be full. Excuse me, I'd like...
To buy everything in here without paying cash. Don't worry, we give credit to those who have a generous advance like yours.
But how did you...
I have a nose for my clients' needs. It's a matter of professionalism and experience.
Rule number 823 of Gallo. If the taste is good, it's because of the stink. If it's bad, it's because of the barbecue. It's already hot. I can cook what I want. Nice. A very bizarre mix, but always better than a kitchen club. Light and sharp.
This fork and knife set belong to Jean Paulet, the famous French chef.
Who would ever want a smiling plush head with goo-goo eyes? I still don't have a sense of the macabre. I wonder how much money it contains. No small amount, I suppose. I'm a sociopath. For those who love pretending to have traveled to the world's end, they seem so fragile as to be useless. Low-quality purges for strong stomachs. Going from prohibition to permissivism? Never. Really tacky.
It was found by Special Agent Chick Mulder.
Of course, I want to believe. I absolutely don't want it. An old spring model that looks unbearable even when it isn't ringing. Strong, but too heavy for my liking. For sports, I mean.
No, that item is not for sale.
Why not?
It's the only item belonging to my personal collection. That bat belonged to John Gallo.
My namesake, even.
No, that
Why not?
It's the that bat.
My name. It belonged to the notorious Stephen C. Gallo. It seems soft and handy.
And with high-quality bristles, perfect for every type of paint.
Rule number 56 of Gallo. Better bristle up your crest than wear fake hair. Do you really have everything for everybody? Or is that just a publicity stunt?
It's pure marketing. It works, don't you think?
Goodbye.
Say hello to your cactus.
There's always time.
That's my motto, too.
If I own something, actions like this are more stupid. It has very soft bristles. ready to hold any drink. Why should I?
I don't deal in firearms.
Here comes the pacifist.
Ecologist, please. Gunpowder pollutes the environment.
If I start giving everything to not without a good... Other suggestions are accepted. Not without... Action. Is it just me? Not without... It's an idiotic action. Actions like...
No,
Why?
it's the... That?
My name.
Come see us again. We restock our supply constantly.
No. Once I read that... It's an idiot.
You want to feed me my din-din?
You deserve it.
You can't. Now I eat chicken noodles.
Why? To make it work, I should insert a coin, or use other methods. I can't see any, and
You're really a master of picking up.
I need some... Is it just me, or am I not... I need something...
Do you want to feed me my...
You des...
You can...
I already thought... Rule number 80. Why? I already thought... Once I read... Why It's an idiotic... Why The hard-earned gadgets are always the best.
Hey! How do you do that?
You'll know as soon as your first tooth comes in. Why don't you take that wooden leg, too?
If there's one thing I hate most in the world, it's pink.
You never know. I think I crashed it. Hello, little one.
Being a tad tall...
Now that you've got your pirate gadgets, what will you do?
I'll stay here to avoid suspicion. The adults were watching me. If they knew I robbed this vending machine.
I robbed it.
But I can't show it yet. At the right moment, I'll unleash all my subversive energy.
Okay. Warn me right before the apocalypse. Can you paint my face on the wall of my office? I robbed the vending machine for you. You owe me a favor.
I need a paintbrush with soft bristles and a long handle. Otherwise, you can forget about your pretty painted face.
Pretty face?
Do you prefer mug?
The new generations feed on both milk and cynicism. No doubt about it. We'll meet again.
I hope not.
It's wooden and painted pink. Horrible. Other suggestions? A perfect example of a telescopic paintbrush. Now the bristles are dipped with paint. Hello,
Being a...
Can you pay... I robbed the vending...
I need a paintbrush with some. Otherwise,
Pretty fit.
do you?
The new generation. We'll meet.
I hope.
Can you paint my face on the wall of my office?
Okay. I'll customize the wall of your office before you can say wow.
Wow.
Already done. If you don't believe me, go check.
Hello.
Being.
We'll meet.
I hope.
The cardboard cut. One day I'll have to invest. I can't. It looks pretty much like me, but I'm much more fearsome in person. Impossible. Even if I wouldn't mind having it in my office. What do you think of my mural?
Oh, Gallo, you always know how to amaze me. Now, I always have you with me, and bigger. Too bad it's not romantic enough.
Maybe I'm in.
You always talk like... No, I can't give you the photo.
Why not? Have you seen that beautiful mural I had painted for you?
Yes, but it's not romantic enough.
Can you explain that a bit better?
I would, if you just gave me a chance. One evening, me and you, together.
Got it. I'll find the solution on my own. How to ruin the profile of a tough guy.
Oh. Regretfully, but with all my heart, I'm giving you this beloved photo.
Finally, I'm taking back what is mine. Just thinking about
I only have
precisely. Rule number 991 of Gallo. You don't have a good side, just pick one. Is it just me, or am I not? Now my photo is in the envelope. Actions. Rule number 89. It won't work. If the world goes wrong. Sending an unsealed envelope. Now my photo, the envelope is. No. If I mailed it like this, I would end up sticking the envelope to the mailbox. After what happened. Maybe I'm in.
you.
I'm not doing that. I hate the message gangster drop. Huh. They're old and blunt. 3 of a kind. No. I prefer... I shouldn't, but I prefer... Take back what... No. I watered Thorn's cutout a month ago. Is it just me? Ready to hold any drink. Take back nothing. An old spring that looks unbearable. Rule number 304. Not now. It's wooden and painted pink. Horrible. It smells like... It won't work. With my bare hand? Is it just me? Hello. We'll meet.
I hope.
No.
Why?
It's the that.
My name's. I still don't have. Who would ever want to smile? If the world. I'm not feeling. Rule number 8. Goodbye.
Say hello.
Actions like. I don't. That'd be too Why Going from No. I find really sick. No, thanks. I already thought it won't. I'm not feeling. I don't know. There's a reason I. After what happened, I prefer. An antiquated system. I must have something to send. Rule. Sending an Rule number 88 of Gallo.
Yes?
I'm Detective.
Do you want to go through my...
Okay. That's all.
Thank...
If I start giving everything to... I can't see any reason. I prefer
I thank you.
apparent. Why? Dunno. If the world... Once I read the... I believe... Sealed. It seems to be indefinite. Still here sleeping? He's... I can't see... And I seal... Once I read the I don't know. If I own... Rule number 8. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. The wind-up charge is broken. Actions like... It won't... What? I don't believe... That'd be... It won't... Is it just... Is it just... Is it just... A terracotta vein. I got rid of what remained of the bonsai. I don't believe... I'm not a physics genius. Rule number 500 and not without a... I already thought about it, and I already ruled it out. Rule number 89. I don't understand. It won't work. I don't understand. I don't understand. That'd be too... It won't. Rule number... Actions... Since yesterday, there's been a heavy smell in the office, but I can't open it. I don't believe... Rule number 8. Why that'd be too... I don't understand. Now my photo is in the envelope, but the envelope isn't sealed. I know. The payphone is...
Hi, Gallo. How's it going?
What can you tell me about the Veg 68 shell casing? Is it from an anti-vegetable one?
I don't know, but you could find out. You'll recognize him because he will greet you back.
And that...
Usually it's written on the
membership card.
Privileged license. To become an associate, you have to...
You'll receive your card with a secret passphrase by fax.
Damn bureaucracy. I'll find...
Assuming that he's really smuggling.
I'll bring him to just... Rule number 111 of Gallo.
Oh, yes. The secret passphrase is written in glowing...
When you give me this to get out... I found your microscope.
You took it forever ago. I don't need it anymore.
Can't you try something to improve your voice?
Once I was a contralto in a disco band. We used to fill the pubs, and I was known as the Nightingale. The audience loved me.
And then?
Then your usual nightly phone call wakes me up.
Maybe I...
Good luck.
The generous advance. It won't work. A showcase. Why an old spring looks unbearable. That'd be. I already. That'd be. Rule. That'd be. No. If I mailed it like this, I would end up sticking the envelope to the mailbox. Sticky junk food made of sugar. That damn candy lady gave me those by force. It won't work. If the world goes wrong. Once I it's an idiot. Actions. That'd be. Rule number 88 of. It won't work. Rule number 88 of Gallo. It won't work. It won't work. Other suggestion. Here, take back your sticky junk food.
If you don't like it, I can give you the super gummy jumper, teddy bear.
No, I'd rather keep the lesser of two evils. Here.
If you don't like.
No. Maybe I'm.
You all.
If I own something, I don't understand. I already thought. Other suggest. Why should I? That'd be too. It won't work. Rule number. It would take an instrument with some kind of leverage to open it. I already. Once I. Why? It won't. I don't know. Rule. I don't believe. It would take it. It would take it. That'd be too. I already. I don't do. Hello.
Being.
Do you know any dealers in this area?
I don't know if I can trust you.
Of course you can, fresh-faced boy.
Not until you tell me the secret passphrase of the arms smugglers.
Hey, show some respect.
I'm sorry, but this world is made of little cliques, nepotism, and cronyism.
We'll meet
I hope. I hate pink.
You're unbearable. I don't. I'm not.
Do you want to feed me? You?
Can you paint my face?
High up?
Yes, it should be very flashy.
Then I'll need a very long handle.
Once I read the triangle. If I don't do. I can't. And I see a.
The paint's so high up, I need something much longer.
Corrupting the young is against.
But not against mine.
What do you need the money for? You can't count to 3.
That's That's not true. I know how to do bank investments, buy shares, and...
Exactly. If I own something, I don't understand where I get such ideas. Why should other suggest? Is it just me, or am I not? It won't. Once I... Rule number 8. It won't. If the world... Why if I own... I'm not... There's always time.
That's my...
Rule number 89. I can't shoot them on, dude. I don't want to... I can't shoot them on, dude. My friend... It won't work. It won't work. Now my photo, the on... Rule... Rule no... It won't. It's an idiot. I don't... Others... I don't... Why? No. Actions like this. Is it just me? It's already hot. I can cook what I want.
If you so much as try to touch it...
No, they're all fake. They're just needed for show. I think I crashed it. I think... The symbol... There's a reason I don't even... A rare example of postmodern sculpture I find really cynical to... Ready to hold it. It smells like paint. An old spring model. It looks unbearable. If the world... I can't see... And I see... No. Rule number 88. That'd be actions like... Once I read the I'm not... Why I already... Is it just me? Is it just... Actions... Sending an I must have something to... I must have... Now my photo is in the envelope, but the envelope isn't sealed. It's wooden and painted pink. horrible. Actions like... Actions... Action... I don't... Other sig... Other sig... I already... Why It won't work. It won't... It won't... If the world goes... Why should I? No. I can't see any reason, and I see a... After what happened. I'm not feeling magnanimous. I'll try that. The containers for... I'm not doing that. The usual lunch. I prefer... Rule number 303 of... Other suggest... Rule number 8... I can't do that. It's an idiot. Other suggest... It's an idiot. Lose time? I should, but I... One of the few things. Bad purchase. Yeah, except for you, Thorn. It'd be a good idea. Actions like... Is it just me? Why should... Rule number 89. Is it just... It's an idiotic... I already thought... Rule number 80. I don't understand where I get such ideas. Why should I? It won't work. Actually, no. If I mailed it like this, I would end up sticking the envelope to the mailbox. I don't understand. Here.
If you don't like it, I can give you the soup.
No. I don't believe... If the world goes round... My friend has... I already thought about it. That'd be too... Rule number 80... After what happened, I want to stay away from it. When I use this, it'll be a memorable moment. Is it just... It's in... I already... Once I... Is it just... Rule number... It's an... Once... It's an... If the world goes round... Is it just... It's an... If the world goes round... Now my photo is in the envelope, but the envelope isn't sealed. After what happened, I prefer eating the food more than reading about it. Typical cuisine. I found a candle for cakes, or perhaps I should say, the mouse hole chandelier. Rule number 5891 of Gallo. Sometimes, to feel indescribable emotions, you just have to stick your hands into a hole. If I want to seal the envelope, unconventional but effective use of the barbecue. Wax on. If the world goes wrong, it's too hot. Once I read that, wax off. Good. The envelope is now sealed. Good. Now I have to wait for the reply by fax. Maybe I should have taken the photo from the heart-shaped frame. I must have something to send. An antiquated... Here's the smuggler's membership card. I can't see any secret passphrase. How can I get in the smuggler ring? Anyway, I have the feeling I'm already very popular among them. It doesn't turn off. It's a continuous consumption model. Every time I want to turn off the light, I have to contact the electric company.
Hi, Gallo.
Why don't I see the secret passphrase on my smuggler's membership card?
The secret passphrase is written in glowing ink, so it's visible only in the dark.
Maybe I...
Good luck.
Eddie & Son Courtesy Service. How can I help you?
Cut the power.
We're sorry. It's already been paid for the next month.
If you don't do it, I will drag your company through the mud, you disgusting leeches.
We're used to threats. That's how the free market works.
And if I just want to terminate the contract?
We can interrupt energy provision only if we have evidence you've made excessive use of the electric current. We're sorry.
I'm the one who's sorry.
But in exchange for such disservice, we at Eddie & Son will send you the exclusive bright spotlight. Perfect in its power and illumination, sent directly to your office. Immediate delivery.
Now I understand why you call yourselves Courtesy Service.
Detective Gallo, home delivery!
I must say, the service is quick. And precise. In the assembly kit, there were just 3 pieces, and no bolts. But there's a complimentary gummy ball. Why do the gadgets always have to be so useless? It could be a beautiful piece of furniture, if I had a taste for horror. It won't work. I don't understand. First, I have to know where to connect the other end. Only by doing so can I direct the flow of electricity to the spotlight. That puddle could be a good conductor, but I have to connect it to the outlet as well. Here, the electricity will surely flow, but I have to attach it to something. Plug is stuck. I can't remove it. I'm not an electrical engineer, but I'm sure the two cables don't belong together. It doesn't turn every time I shouldn't, but I prefer red and run most useless item in the 5,000 watts of blinding power when it's on. Why should I? I'm not an electrical. The spotlight wouldn't. In the box, there were only those things, and I don't know how to glue them. Why should I? Actions like this are. In the box, there were only those. Red and most useless item. Here we are. It'll stay sticky for the rest of its life. Now the spotlight would stand on its own. I'm not an electrical engineer. Better lock the door. This jolt has not gone unnoticed by the electric company. Here's the secret passphrase. The more mature the Kiwis are, the more I'm crazy about them. Now I really feel like a smuggler. $5,000 watts of. It doesn't turn off. My dear old. How many? If there's. It was the. 2 meters of. Plug is stuck. 2 meters of. Plug is.
Eddie and Son Courtesy Service.
I want my electricity back. Now.
The service will be restored immediately after the call. We remind you that we will stop it again if we will find evidence you are making excessive use of the electric current.
They've turned off the electricity again. I'll never be able. Shame. It was a nice piece of technology.
Eddie and Son Courtesy Service.
I want my electricity back. Now.
The service will be restored immediately after.
Already done. My way. Already. Shame. It was. Hello, little.
Being a
Now I'm part of the Armed Smugglers Club. Can you tell me what you know?
Unfortunately not. The adults are cutting me out of the big leagues.
I'm wasting my precious time with you, kid.
I'll have my revenge on all of you old men soon.
We'll meet
I hope.
The more mature the Kiwis are, the more I'm crazy about them. As you can see, I'm an authorized dealer.
And I'm a baby punk.
Do you know any dealers in this area?
No, not even one.
For now, you're just a nice waste of time. The more mature the Kiwis are, the more I'm crazy about them.
I was just looking for you. I recognize you now. You're the supplier who sold me many damaged goods.
No,
You must give me a lot of money back.
I'll be right back. I quadruple parked out there.
Hi, Gallo.
Maybe I forgot to tell you.
Good luck.
The more mature the Kiwis are, the more I'm crazy about them.
I feel the same way about detectives.
Okay, I will after what? The more mature.
You did the right thing by showing your badge. Too many undercover cops are making our lives difficult.
What about the detectives?
Good for nothings. Just pretend to be asleep and you'll fool them like babies.
I'm one of those good-for-nothings who will shove this shell casing up your nose if you don't tell me everything you know.
Slow down, Big Beak. Don't threaten the goods. I dream of becoming rich and leaving this filthy city forever. I used to be the king of the thieves. Now I'm the emperor of alternative arms trafficking.
Well, now I have everything I need to prosecute you.
Who are you?
I'm Detective Gallo. He is Thorn. And you are in a lot of trouble. Confess.
Phil Chloro is a vegetal slaver. He keeps his treasures locked in a prison.
So you did not assassinate his plants?
They were already dead when I got in. And I was just about to save them. Free them from their oppressor.
With a Veg 68 bullet?
Very explosive gunshot. Made in 1968, if you please. Infallible in piercing armored metal boxes. If I'd have been able to break into his precious chest, Phil Chloro would have died of a broken heart. But the chest was made of ceramic.
So you came up empty-handed.
But then I noticed a strange stain on the floor.
A stain. Interesting clue. I'm always amazed by my unsuspected persuasive abilities. I made you sing like a little chick.
No ability at all, Detective Gallo. I'm just happy to please someone sentenced to death. This is not an ordinary weapon. It's a baobab-loaded gun.
I should pull out my gun, but I'm not sure that would be a good idea. I'm afraid it's impossible to make...
It always amuses me to look my victims in the eye.
I'm afraid it's... I'd like to, but my attention is...
Bravo!
I'd like to.
Bravo! Today is a great day. One less detective, and don't you dare. Just take another step and I'll put a baobab in your head.
I'd like to, but my attention...
Bravo! Don't you dare. Just take...
I'd like...
Bravo!
I'd like to.
Bravo! Forget it.
I don't believe in a...
I'm winning. Bravo! Forget it.
I'd like to. I'd like...
Bravo! Forget it.
I don't use... I'd like to...
Your money or your life?
It's tempting, don't you think?
How much do you have?
A lot. More than you can imagine.
Too complicated. I can always take you down and then grab the money. In life, it's all about anticipation.
I'd like to. Useless.
I agree with you. In life, it's all about anticipation. This is my motto.
The more mature... Don't you remember? I'm a smuggler like you.
Yes, and I'm the Count of the hen houses. Tell it to your cactus. I'm waiting for the heist of my life, but the armored truck never passes by.
Useless.
I agree with you for a change.
I'd like...
Bravo!
Why, Unfortunately...
It always amuses me to look my victims in the... You would be too slow to...
Useless.
In life, it's all about anticipation. This is my... In life, it's all about anticipation. This is my... Are you trying to convince me to let you go for giving my shell casing back?
I underestimated you. You're a witty guy.
Don't make me laugh! You will make your doom even more ridiculous!
I'd like...
Bravo!
Useless.
I agree with...
I'd like to...
Bravo!
Useless.
I agree with... It feels so good torturing you psychologically.
I'd like to.
Bravo! Detach. Bravo!
Useless.
I agree.
I don't... I'd like...
Bravo! 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 Don't you just take a...
I'd like...
In life, it's all about anticipation. This is my motto.
Useless.
I agree with...
I'd like...
Bravo! Bravo!
I don't believe in the butter. Rule number 88 of Gallo.
I'm waiting for the heist of my life, but the
I'd
armored
like
truck...
to.
Bravo! Forget it.
I'm afraid it's a... Maybe I can find his weak spot.
I could tell you that.
Thanks.
After I put a Baobab bullet in your head.
I'd like...
Bravo!
I'd like...
Bravo!
Maybe I can
I could...
Thanks.
In life, it's all about anticipation. This is my motto.
I'd like to.
Bravo!
I'd like...
Bravo! Just take a...
I have some very secret information about the money delivery.
Good. Torture. Even little chicks know that the armored truck is disguised as a florist van, but it never passes by.
Actually, now it's stuck at the traffic light.
Really?
Rule number 101 of Gallo. Don't shoot your mouth. Shoot bullets.
Please, don't do that. I still have some goods to smuggle. 2 loan sharks to pay and a boss to please.
Okay, get lost. Rule number 595 of Gallo. If it doesn't suit you, let it go. The membership card and the shell casing helped me to find a fanatic who wanted to shoot a baobab bullet through my head. But he wasn't the perpetrator I was looking for. And now I have a new lead. A stain in the mansion.
Yes?
I'm Gallo. I have important updates on the case.
So soon?
I understand you're surprised. My investigative skills surprise me too.
I don't know how to thank you for...
The taxi driver told me that there was a strange stain on the floor.
So he really broke into my mansion? That criminal?
Thief, but not murderer. Besides, you altered the crime scene. Where's the stain the taxi driver's talking about?
This one, maybe? It's always been here. It's an invigorating fertilizer. I often use this to strengthen my children.
It doesn't seem like it worked. I need to know if the fertilizer is the murder weapon. Luckily, I have me to encourage myself. First, I need a container. It's not big enough. It's an idiotic act. I have a reputation to protect. Now I can take the fertilizer with me. I prefer to leave.
I thank you on behalf.
Why should I take a... Phil Chloro has soaked all his plate. Phil Chloro. Phil Chloro. Phil Chloro. I don't want to fill Chloro.
It's an invigorating fertilizer.
Are you sure they didn't sell you some poison?
Of course not. Cucumber sure.
It's an idiotic act. That'd be too. If the world. Where did you buy the invigorating fertilizer?
From Everything for Everybody, the best stocked emporium in the city.
Are you sure they didn't sell you some poison?
Of course not. Which means guaranteed 100%.
I found out that the taxi driver wanted to rob you, not kill your plans.
He was my chauffeur. Maybe he wanted to take revenge.
Did you treat him badly?
I treat my employees like I do strangers.
I'm starting to understand the taxi driver's reasons. The chest must contain something very precious.
Extremely rare seeds.
Which could be sold dearly on the black market?
Of course.
This explains the attempted burglary. I'll get back. I need to discover whether the fertilizer is poisonous. If that's the case, I will have found the murder weapon. I don't want to waste it that way. Sealed. Me, a taxi driver? Better not. I'd risk going completely insane. This cab has been... After what? If the world goes... It's an idiot. If the world goes... I don't understand. Hello.
Being
Now that you've...
confident.
Okay. We'll meet...
I hope.
Why I'm not...
Perhaps some liquor can fight sadness?
Miss...
Or maybe a stuffed animal is better?
Hello, miss. I'm Detective Gallo.
I don't want to tell you anything. My husband has hit rock bottom.
Rule number 336 of Gallo. Don't respond to useless provocations. It's only a waste of energy. I'm not... I don't do... Do you recognize this invigorating fertilizer?
Yes, it's the best fertilizer I sell.
Can you sell me some more fertilizer?
I'm sorry, I finished my supply. It literally went flying off the shelves.
Can you describe the properties of this substance?
This modern chemical wonder grows plants fast, making them hearty and stronger. Believe me.
I must be absolutely sure that the wholesaler isn't lying. I need a truth serum. I have to call my informant. Do you recognize...
Yeah,
Are you sure there aren't any side effects?
I categorically rule this out. Period.
I must be absolutely sure. I need it. I have to...
Hi, Gallo.
Where can I find a truth serum?
As far as I know, an excessive intake of sugar can be intoxicating. It makes you tell the truth. You must find a sweet so sweet that it is also hallucinogenic.
What do you know about a certain invigorating fertilizer?
The wholesaler at Bloodletting Square knows more about it than me.
Maybe I've...
Good luck.
Why Just thinking about it makes
I only have sweet.
Do you happen to have...
A 3-layered ginger caramelized delight? Sure.
No, Candy.
Do you want the creamy multi-puff braid?
I'd be happy with a pastry that will make the person I'm questioning sing.
I should have something perfect for your case, Gallo. A dessert to end the meal that will project you into the dimension of sincerity, but...
Have you run out of those?
No, I could give it to you, but... I'd like to receive the right compliment from you that makes me blush, just once.
Just what I need. The setting sun is not enough to match the fullness of your cheeks.
How lovely! Nobody has ever told me that.
I can only praise you, my princess of gold and silver.
Such beautiful words. I could listen to you for hours.
What a shame I haven't got that much time. You're the icing on the cake of my life.
What kind of cake?
Whatchamacallit?
You know what? I don't recognize you as the Gallo I love.
Give me the hallucinogen and let's get this over with.
Hey, I'm testing you.
I've wasted my time with you since the first minute we met.
Do you think that by mistreating people you can get what you want?
Yes.
Now I recognize you. Rude and sincere. This is the Gallo I love. Here's the sweet Inogen. A sweet so sweet that it's also a hallucinogen.
Maybe
You...
The sweetenogen can't be swallowed as is. It needs to be dissolved in a cocktail. The sweetenogen can't be swallowed. Going from dissolved in a cocktail. Rule number 88 of Gallo. Is it just me? No, thanks. After what happened, it's an idiotic act. Rather suggest if the world goes dissolved in a cocktail, it No. Afterward. When I only then would I ready to hold any It won't work. The sweetenogen can't be swallowed as is. Rule number 80. Maybe I'm...
You...
I don't do... dissolved in a cocktail. Red and rum, most useless item in the An invention as brilliant as it is far-fetched. The main thing is hitting the right target. A wholesaler is sure that this is the invigorating
Hi, Gallo.
How do I use the sweet inogen?
Mix it in a cocktail and make it whoever you want to question drink it. But then you had to drink it yourself to enter the dimension of sincerity.
It seemed too easy. Maybe I forgot to
Good luck.
the sweet inogen. After what happened? I find... No, the sweet inogen. Once I... Going from low quality. Can you sell me a truth serum?
It's not my area of expertise. Sorry.
Don't you sell everything for everybody?
That slogan's just a way to attract more clients, since dupes like you always fall for it.
If the store's open 24 hours a day, does that mean you're always here?
That's right. The job is my life. My life is the job.
And do you ever rest?
No. Thanks to the hot alcohol I drink constantly, it makes me feel alert and watchful.
I envy you. Booze just overloads my brain. You happen to sell an invigorating fertilizer?
I sell millions of items. I need to see a sample to answer you specifically.
Is there a hard liquor that you prefer?
Diridango.
What's a Diridango?
A natural hard liquor, my favorite.
How's Diridango prepared?
I don't know the precise ingredients, but I can recognize the taste. It tastes like cavernous eucalyptus, with a vague aftertaste of Egypt view.
A real delicacy, isn't it, Thorn?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
And out of the mouth of my assistant, too. Can you sell me one bottle?
I wish I could, but it can't be found anywhere.
Even the disco club in the city?
No, I'm the one who supplies the disco club with its liquor.
And so?
Improvise. It's what I've been doing my whole life. Everyone has his impossible dream. Mine is the Black Diamond.
The Black Diamond? What is that?
Forget it.
We were talking about work. How's Diridango prepared?
It tastes like cavernous eucalyptus, with a vague aftertaste of Egypt view.
Goodbye.
Say hello.
After what happened? It portrays a tall tree. It portrays.
Are you
It portrays.
Don't you
It portrays.
Mineratum.
It portrays.
My
Peculiar. Okay. Do you have a specimen of cavernous eucalyptus?
I don't know. I only know the scientific names of my plants.
I'll get back. I prefer.
I thank.
Apparent. Why should I take up? Why?
Hi, Gallo. How's it going?
You can't imagine the annoyance I feel in always hearing your raspy voice.
But it ups the ante in my area of work. If I didn't have such damaged vocal cords, I wouldn't be so charismatic.
So you want to thank me for the doctor I recommended?
It was a joke, Gallo.
What needs to be done to get that voice print?
Many informants use an app on their smartphone. Amateurs.
Tell me a tongue twister.
A skunk sat on a stump and thunk the stump stunk, but the stump thunk the skunk stunk.
Do you do impressions?
Rule number 2 of Gallo. Be competent, critical, and careful. The famous 3 C's of Gallo.
Pathetic. And it's not rule number 2 either. Ever tried to be a voice actor?
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
The God Chicken, Part 2. I don't know why, but they didn't hire me.
You're a hopeless case. Maybe I've...
Good luck.
A wholesaler is sure... A very wealthy man with lots of free time. Do you have a specimen of cavernous...
I don't know.
I'll get back... Maybe I should say it's charming. I hate plants if they're... sealed, since I've never seen this cab or empty. This cab has picked up its last fare, if it ever had one. With the fuel prices, it's like I've spilled a bottle of champagne. Why not? But how? It may sound crazy, but it's for a good cause. Why not? A good start for an unpredictable cocktail. Actions like this. I don't understand. The sweetenogen would dissolve, but first... Oh no? And who's going to stand in my way?
The sofa is rooted to the floor. It's one with the single body of my vegetable mansion.
Handy when it's time to do spring cleaning. Oh no.
It's
handy. I prefer... Why? Dunno. If the world goes round, it's not... Chloro has already used it here. Somebody has already... Other I can't make a baobab grow on another plant. Actions like this are... Once I... It's an idiotic... I don't want... If the world goes... An invention is brilliant. The main I can't see, and I see. It smells like paint.
Hi, Gallo.
Maybe I.
Good luck.
After what happened. There isn't anything else. Maybe I'm in.
You.
Just thinking.
I only have.
Pre. Hello. We'll meet.
I hope.
It tastes like.
How's dear?
It tastes like cavernous eucalyptus with a vague aftertaste of aged fuel.
Goodbye.
Say hello.
Going from low quality. For those who look, they seem. Is it just me? Once I read rule number 8. Rule number 1. No. I can't see. And I see a. It's an idiot. Here's where the most treasured thing with my bear. If the world. Is it just me? Rule number 8. I already. Other suggest. It's an idiotic act. It won't work. I'm once again master. Now, a good start for an unpredictable cocktail. Other suggest. I don't believe. There isn't anything else. That'd be too. It's an idiotic act. I don't do. Rule number 89. After what happened. When I retire, only then would I steal this sign in the face of the barista. Dissolved in a cocktail. A good start for. An invention is brilliant. The main thing is. If the world goes. Once I read the rule number 8. I already thought of it won't work. Actions like this. Small-sized. Before there was a community cycle lane, no. I hate playing. Maybe I should. I don't want to waste it that way. Is it just me? Already, now it's definitely empty. With the fuel prices, that'd be too. It won't work. I can't shoot at everything, I'm on duty. Rule number 134. I wish. Must be
my little treasure.
It portrays its. It portrays.
Are you?
It portrays.
Don't you?
It portrays.
Minarat.
It portrays. It seems to be.
It is.
A very wealthy man with lots of free. Do you have a specimen of cavernous eucalyptus?
I don't know. I only know the scientific names of my plants.
I'll get. It'd be a good idea if it didn't jeopardize the balance of my desk. Bad purchase. Yeah, except for you. A good exchange, I'd say. This has all the Latin names of plants, including translation. Rather suggest. This has all the Latin. Rule number 88. Is it just me? If I own something, I can't. And I. Goodbye.
Say hello.
This has all the Latin. A rare example of greediest dandelion.
If you
It's nice.
It costs.
A rare specimen of lethargic rhododendron. Why should I? It won't. I don't. You have a specimen of cavernous eucalyptus?
I don't know. You have the manual, right? Use it to understand whether the plant you're looking for matches the name you just told me.
An exotic specimen of Tenderum lymphaticum. This plant is called Pompous luminous. This plant is called Grouchy lamiosis. This plant is called Tirata Tata. Let's see. This looks like Eucalyptus cavernosus,
Yes, my little one.
which matches the layman name for the cavernous eucalyptus.
I prefer the scientific name.
It could be useful. The Diridango cocktail is ready. Flavored Diridango, sweet taste. A very rare Diridango cocktail, all for you.
I can't believe it! Thanks!
Now he's ready to tell the truth. I just need to connect with him. I will surely regret this, but it's the only chance I have to make the wholesalers sing. Ugh. Maybe the Diridango helped me recover some fragments of memory, and it surely transported me to the dimension of sincerity, where it's impossible to lie. Now I have to find the wholesaler and the exit. Nice door. It's as round as it is. Identical as... Are you my conscience or something like that? You have no conscience. I am you. I already can't stand myself. Now I have to stand you, too. Relax. The annoyance is mutual. Now please excuse me. I've got to go. Wipe that ridiculous mask off, you cheap copycat. You just paid yourself a nice compliment. Now that I get a better look at you, I see we're really different. No offense, but see you never. Enough. Identical. It's as round as it is a... No. A great piece of history. No. A great piece.
And who are you?
Detective Gallo. I'm quite popular in my neighborhood.
What is popularity, if not the precursor to one's own downfall?
What's a rude person if not a target for my revolver? Rather, who are you? Why are you in my head?
I am Socrates, but to know why I am in your head, you must know yourself.
What's this, a quiz show?
Know thyself. This is what you must do every day. What will you do tomorrow?
And who knows?
The right answer was, who knows? Tomorrow is another day.
I'm not sure this was said by Socrates. What are you, a damn shrink?
I died because I was accused of telling the truth. Can this be really a fault? It depends whether you're really guilty or if you just have a bad lawyer.
Shut up, or I'll arrest you for a breach of silence. What's...
No.
usual comings and goings between crimes, misdeeds, and disco clubs.
The right answer was, who knows?
I'm not... Leave me...
And...
I hate talking to strangers. It's as round as it is obnoxious.
Yippee! You found me!
Do we perhaps know each other?
You're my hero! Every self-respecting chick wants to become a chicken!
Do you already know how you'll do it?
I'll start making some rules to control my instincts.
Do you already have one?
Rule number 1 of the chick. Many breadcrumbs won't make a biscuit.
Just give me a shout when you're at number 1000. Do we
You're
What makes you think you'll be a chicken one day?
my chick sense. I can foresee the future with you in front of me.
The problem is that you're in my head. What place is this exactly?
The place where everybody is really themselves.
Which came first, you or the egg?
Good question. I don't know.
Sincere, but ignorant. Did you invent a new rule?
Sure. Rule number 100 of the chick. Destroy a biscuit and you'll just have breadcrumbs in your hand.
But you can crumble a biscuit with the beak too.
Ooh, I didn't think of that. So, rule number 1000.
You still have a lot to learn, little one. I'm tired. Goodbye.
Already?
I can't reach it. No. It has a really unique design. It has a really... Hello. Do you remember me?
How could I forget a rude and idiotic shrimp like you?
How dare you, gravedigger face?
I'm objective. After all, what do you think of yourself?
That I'm a rude and idiotic shrimp. But I always tell everyone that...
That you're competent, critical, and careful?
Yes, to give me authority. What's the harm?
That you'll sound like a perfect fool. But if it works for you...
Keep on insulting me, and I'll let my revolver answer.
If it isn't the violent beak of the law.
Don't keep this up, or I'll make your feathers blow up.
Is it my fault I'm in front of a braggart playing the part of an investigator?
You know what? You brought this on yourself. Except, really, I never killed anyone before, and I will certainly not start now.
If you don't have the guts, what do you need this old piece of junk for?
It's a matter of style. It's part of my character.
Is stupidity another part?
How dare you, gravedigger face?
I'm objective. After all, what do you...
Then I'm a rude and...
That you...
Yes.
That you'll...
How long will you extend me credit?
So long as I think you can guarantee you might actually pay me one day.
And how long will you think that?
I'm making my calculations.
Tell me about the invigorating fertilizer.
I don't feel like it now.
Is the UFO in your store a replica?
Obviously. But I sell 100 per month, organizing fake alien kidnappings in the shopping malls.
You care more about yourself or your emporium?
What a stupid question. My emporium.
And if in an instant your emporium was destroyed, how would you react?
Very badly. My whole life wouldn't have amounted to anything.
Just imagine how a man who has lost everything must feel.
No, please, don't do this to me.
I can do even worse if you don't talk.
You act like the tough one, but you wouldn't kill a fly.
It's a bit difficult with a revolver.
Kill some.
I can start by killing you.
Be my guest, but then you can say goodbye to your information.
You know what? You're more cynical than I thought.
I'm a salesman. Now go and come back with a victim.
Hello.
How could I?
Is the fertilizer...
You act like the tough...
It's a bit...
Kills...
What I want is for you to talk, without any bloodshed.
Words, just words. You're not able to kill anyone.
Is that so? I'll prove otherwise.
Kill someone and I'll tell you...
To get back to the world of... Not now.
And...
I want to introduce you to my best friend.
Many people wish for my death.
Stop this tune.
All right, all right. I'm ready for the final moment. Give me the hemlock.
There's nothing like that here.
Sorry.
Closed. I wonder why. Sorry, but I have to take you out.
You have to, what?
Yes, nothing personal.
But it is something personal. I am your past.
So once, I was you?
Of course. Little round and huggable.
All the more reason to take you out. Too late. Closed. I can't reach it. I must kill you. I don't think I get it. You get it very well. Rule number 0 of Gallo. Humility is the foundation of everything. Hello.
How could I...
I killed my ego.
Well, you've made progress. I'll tell you everything I know about the fertilizer. With a single dose, a bonsai can become a baobab in just a few seconds.
So it's really invigorating.
Yes.
But then, how did Phil Chloro's plants die? Better leave before becoming violent for real. And to hell with rule number 0. So, the fertilizer isn't the murder weapon.
Gallo!
Phil Chloro?
Yes. Come here, right now.
I'd rather drink another Diridango, but I have no choice. I work for you.
What did you say?
I'm coming.
Detective Gallo, about the fact that you work for me.
Let me explain. I'm working very hard, but the case is more complicated than I thought. After I searched the neighborhood, I learned that the shell casing I found here does not belong to the murder weapon.
And?
Then I established that the fertilizer you use is not poisonous.
So, have you found the culprit?
Not exactly.
Great!
Great.
I don't need you anymore. Can't you see? From now on, other elegant and silent friends will brighten my days.
Have you replaced the victims with other vegetables?
What do you take me for? I simply let some new friends come to keep me company.
Are you hiding something from me?
Do you think I killed my treasures just for the sadistic urge to replace them with some other beautiful specimens? Do you think I'm a psycho?
My opinion doesn't count. The facts speak for themselves.
You may be a professional, but your facts say too much for my tastes.
How long did it take to forget the pain of your exes?
Just long enough to pay the wholesaler by bank transfer.
So, do I have to stop the investigation?
If you want to continue investigating by yourself, go ahead. But I won't pay you any more.
There's still reimbursement of expenses for exceptional movements.
But you said you only wandered around the neighborhood.
Leaving my office is an exceptional movement.
You really are a professional, but you won't get a penny more. Is that clear?
I have to think about it. With my cactus. Rule number 12 of Gallo. Money comes and goes. The cheapskates remain forever. I have more questions now than when I started my investigation. It's the first time that this has happened to me in a paid investigation. Because this is my first paid investigation. I mean, it was, but now's not the time to split hairs. You don't know how much it bothers me that I didn't solve the case. I just needed to... This is Detective...
Gallo, the little flower in my emporium has been barbarically killed. Just a drop of water was enough to knock him out.
Please calm down. I'll get there as soon as possible.
Detective Gallo, you have to help us.
My plant has been killed.
Mine too.
But mine died first.
And you all want me to investigate for you?
Yes!
Okay, I'll think about it. I'll tell you my fee once I've solved the case.
Am I bothering you?
Yes, but I'm used to it.
I still need your help.
If it's about watering your salad, you can also...
I just did that, and my new treasures have collapsed on the floor.
Hello? I'm on my way with the speed of the look.
My fresh greenhouse flowers. They were so thirsty.
And now they're as dead as doornails?
You're better as a fortune teller than a detective.
It's obvious. A serial killer is indiscreetly butchering plants and flowers. The first question is, why? The second is, how did he do this?
The third is, who is he?
And the fourth is, when will you go away?
I don't get it.
You don't have to get it. You have to go. If you don't have anything interesting to say.
You're hired again. I'll pay you double, triple the advance I gave you if you solve the case. My regards to your cactus. It's lucky to be still alive.
He has a point, Thorn. You're lucky I don't have to water you every day, or else by now, you would have ended up like all those other plants. Poisoned water, dead plants. There is no doubt. The water has been used as the murder weapon. But how? And by who? I have to search the aqueduct area and find out what poisoned the water. That's the way back to the Knives District. No. Solid, but not unbreakable. I'd rather take a smaller sample with me. It's just a pile of earth. I don't want to weigh down my pockets like that. What a shame. The effect was just temporary. It's out of ammunition, but there's still the seed in that pile of earth. I don't want to weigh down. It's just a in which there is a baobab seed. I don't want to weigh down my pockets like that. Let's try. A wonder of modern chemistry. It bugs me to admit it, but the wholesaler was right. It seems safe. I could use it to hang another picture and break another wall. I don't know what to do with it, but it's always better to have one with you. I can't go any further. I don't want to move it. It looks like a UFO has landed on it. Inaccessible. I have to find an alternate way. Oh no! I lost the key to my office. Quite an inconvenience. The aquifer has been poisoned. The evidence is definitely in there. It's a bit difficult to reach it with a cliff in the way. Long and strong. If I opened it, I could turn off the dump's security system. The problem is, I don't know how to do that. I can't. Well, Thorn, our answers about the vegetable poisoning are behind that door. I have to enter the dump. Only then can I prove the poisoning of the groundwater.
What adorable magnificence! A wonderful specimen of a female cactus.
Female? Thorn, you always hid it from me. Why?
The secrets of a cactus are unspeakable, even to their loved ones.
You always know how to surprise me, old miss. But I'll continue to call you Thorn, if you don't mind. Rule number 700 of Gallo. You never stop learning from the cactuses. At this point, the wall of the dump is partially caved in. The weight of the trash is unforgiving. Enter? Through there? I'd get my hat dirty. Filthy enough. Filthy enough. Rule number 288 of Gallo. The most disgusting things are always the ones you need the most. The only way to talk with whoever's on the other side. Hey, anybody?
Good evening. May I help you? This is a pre-recorded message.
Record this. I want to get in.
I'm sorry. The dump owner gave specific instructions.
And what are they?
Access denied to everyone. Only empty objects permitted to be thrown away.
And how do I throw them away if I can't enter?
Load them on the specified platform.
Are there any number or weight limitations for the items loaded on the platform?
Number limitations, yes. Just one at a time. Weight limitations, no.
I don't care about the rules of this dump. I want to get in.
And I don't care about your aspirations.
What if I start provoking you? Would I get something in return?
You can try.
If you don't let me enter, the last thing you'll see will be this face.
That's more of a good omen than a threat.
Open the door, Rusty Cyclops.
Repeat your request. Insult not included in the database.
I know a good ironmonger that could tear you to pieces.
I'd love an early retirement.
Enough with the I just had an epiphany. Have a nice day. Rule number 37 of Gallo. In my life, there are too many doors, and I don't even want to touch it. A real master. Nice view from up here, don't you think?
You got that right, dude. From this position, I can keep an eye on every woman in the city.
Are you a cactus lover?
I'm a most famous Latin lover of the city. With just a glance, I can conquer all the women and female cactuses I want.
There's a clear difference.
Once you remove the thorns, there's not. Believe me.
Why are you wearing those sunglasses?
Protection from the sun, obviously.
I don't understand where you're seeing all these women.
Good, one competitor less.
If you like women so much, why did you choose such a lonely life?
Well, I shouldn't tell you, but...
What?
Well, you seem like a good guy.
That's what I always tell myself.
Do you promise not to reveal my secret to anyone?
With me, your secret is locked in a safe, and the combination is hidden in 3 unfindable notes. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, I am an undercover spy.
Who are you spying on?
The dump owner. Rumors say he's hiding something shady.
Have you ever seen him?
He hardly ever leaves the dump. I'm looking for a way to get in.
Tell me about it. Why are you undercover?
Thanks to my expertise in disguise, I have finally achieved this strategic position.
And so that whole story about the cactus lover?
It's my cover. Although, I actually do love female cactuses.
So much for the cover.
And now, I'm this close to the dump, but I can't get in.
I understand. I have the same objective.
Loving cactuses and women equally?
No,
Come on, it was a joke.
Getting back to what we were saying before. Can you take out that camera?
I'm an undercover cactus. That camera has never seen me.
Good. Then destroy it.
Are you kidding me? That's a highly illegal action.
Work beckons. I have to find something to place on it, and then get inside this something.
Second-hand investigator, but not inventoriable. Place an empty item on the platform.
I have to neutralize the camera from a distance and without making a sound. Then I have to place something on the platform and get in it. I can try to turn it off.
Stop right there. What do you think you're doing?
I have to neutralize the camera from a... Controls are... It's a bit...
Weapon identified. I wouldn't use it if I were you.
But you're not me.
Exactly. I can electrify the ground whenever I like.
I don't know why, but I suddenly feel like a bloody pacifist. I can't enlarge it. That'd be too... I don't want to break it. I want to open... The tines are small enough to access the hole, but I wouldn't be able to move the fork properly. I already thought. It's an idiotic act. Is it just rather suggest? That'd be too absurd. The tines are small enough to. I don't want to break. If I own something, I already thought about it. Work. The aquifer has been the evidence. It's an idiotic action. He looks. Hey, I have to find a way to attract his attention, tactfully. Hey, I have to find a. I've always dreamed of being a miner. It'd be a shame to leave it there. Hey, I have to find. Hey, I have to.
Hi, Gallo.
Maybe I forgot to tell you.
Good luck.
Hey, I have to find. The rope is too thick to tie it to the maggot. That'd be. Hey, I have to.
Hey.
Hey, can I have your attention?
I'm all ears, especially since I don't want to be hit again.
What kind of work do you do?
Sewage maintenance. It's a dirty job.
I know. Let's move on. That strange building is the city dump, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Very close. Too close to the aqueduct tower. So, all the dump's waste could have polluted the groundwaters, which feed the aqueduct, and then spread the contaminated water throughout the whole city. Is it possible?
Brilliant deduction. But it just so happens that the dump has been here forever, and nobody has ever complained.
And what does that prove?
That maybe the groundwater feeding the aqueduct isn't connected to the dump?
Too many plants have died. I'm sure the evidence of this slaughter is in that dump. And we will find it, Thorn.
Very well, Sherlock and Watson. Get on with it.
How's the aqueduct tower accessed?
Nobody can get into it, at least not by the door.
Is there an alternate way?
Yes, by passing through the aquifers.
I'd soil my coat.
I wouldn't be so picky.
You can be smart and clean at the same time. I'll find an alternate way to the alternate way. How long have you been here?
Since time long ago.
Since then, have you ever got any rest?
To rest I would need to get comfortable, but
The ground here is hard and I have neck pain, so I prefer working.
The key to my office fell down there.
The water is already washed into the sewer system. I'm sorry, but I can't help you.
Rule number 17 of Gallo. Don't throw... What was rule number 17 again? I have pretty much exhausted every topic. Goodbye.
It was all your pleasure.
I'd rather take a smaller sample. The fun gets old after a while. The fun gets... Hey! Inaccessible. I have to find an alternate way. After what happened. If you're here to sweeten your life, you're going to make a big mistake.
I wanted some globby globby. I heard it works better than super glue.
I gave the last ones to my Gallo. Do you want something else?
A sweet that could help me reattach one of my closet doors.
I'm sorry, but only the globby globby is that sticky.
And a shop owner of my acquaintance. If you're here to sweeten...
I gave...
A sweet that...
I'm sorry, but only the...
And a shop owner... He seems undecided. Since she has a customer, just think...
I only have...
Pre-set. I'm not doing that. With my bare... Here's where the most treasured... It would take an instrument with some kind... It would take an instrument... I already thought... The rope is too... Flavored Diridango... Well, I'm always a man, fortunately. Hello.
Being a...
We'll meet...
Try to touch it and you'll find your...
It was nice.
Instead of wasting your time, find the culprit!
What happened to your gracious little flower?
I hadn't watered it since this morning, and as soon as I did just a while ago, it wilted.
And then what did you...
I have questions. Are you an investigator or not? Investigate.
Goodbye.
Say hello.
I absolutely...
No.
Why not?
It's the... That?
My name... A rare example of postmodern... I find really simple. They're old and blunt. Actions like this. I don't... Once... That... Once... Maybe I'm in...
You are...
Just thinking...
I own...
Precise... Me a tide risk. Can I borrow your chest?
That chest is a precious family heirloom.
So, you will never get rid of it?
Of course not, unless I am absolutely forced to do it.
Forced? By someone?
Or by something.
Oh, and by what?
Don't even get me started, Detective.
Okay, I'll ask those who know more than you. I'll get back.
Do you want to go?
Okay. Can I borrow your chest?
That
So,
okay, less
form.
Oh,
Okay. I prefer to leave.
I thank you on behalf of.
Apparent. Why should I take unidentified? Why should I take? Why should I take A beautiful.
Of course.
It portrays. No. If I start giving everything, I'm not feeling magnanimous. Rule number. I don't need brute. I just need to think about it a little more. I don't need brute force. I just need to. I don't want to.
You.
Who else would fill your empty and lonely life?
We informants are meant for loneliness. It's a necessary condition for giving quality tips.
Does it bother you that your voice has condemned you to this job?
A little.
I have to convince Phil Chloro to get rid of his chest.
Simple. You just need to make it dangerous to his plants.
Brilliant. But how do I do this?
Equally simple. You sprinkle the chest with ceramic-eating woodworms, and there you go.
And where do I find these?
Ceramic-eating woodworms. You don't find them. You have to lure them. You can lure them with the woodworm woo.
It doesn't sound simple.
It is not. It's a special substance that you can't find on the market, because it's a patent of mine.
Now you're also a part-time chemist?
Don't change the subject. To create your woodworm woo, you just have to mix some fresh paint with a sewer maggot. You owe me a favor. A bunch of Phil Chloro's super rare seeds. I'll take them as compensation.
All we needed was an informant with a green thumb. It has to be a sewer maggot. It's the only way to create a woodworm woo. No, I first need to... It won't work. I don't understand. The rope is too thick. It has to be it's the only one. Once I read the trying If I threw it away, I wouldn't know how to get it back. Besides, I don't want to get my hands dirty. Rather suggest it won't work. Once I read rule number 89. I don't understand. Rule number 8. It's an one. It's the only way to create a woodworm woo. Rule number 88 of Gallo. It has to be a sewer. It's the only way. Actions like this. Is it? I don't understand. If I threw it away, I wouldn't know how to get it back. Besides, with my bare, it would take an instrument. It would take an instrument with some kind of lever. They're old and... Is it just me? Why Me, a tide risk. I don't believe. Rule number 8. Actions. Already. Why not? I hate. I already didn't like. After what happened.
Eddie and Son courtesy.
Giving me free electricity for the rest of my life. Maybe I.
You all.
If I own something. Once I read the rope is too thick to tie it to the maggot. After what happened. If I own. I'd rather. The fun gets. Hey!
It was.
Climbing that wall is the. On second. It won't work. Rule number 80. It won't work. The aquifer has been the evidence. Rather suggest. Once I read it won't work. Rule number 89 of. It's an idiot. I'm not feeling slimy and mushy. I can't. If the world goes round, it's an idiotic. Red and rubbery, the most useless item in the universe. It's an idiotic act. Rule number 88 of Gallo. It has to be a sewer maggot. It's the only way to create a woodworm womb. If the world goes... I can't enlarge it. I can't enlarge it. That'd be... I can't The tines are small enough to access the hole, but I wouldn't be able to move the I don't understand. It's an idiotic... action. Is it? I don't want to break it. I don't want to break. Is it just me? Rather suggest. Inaccessible. I have to find an alternate way. Forget it.